Sometimes there's always going to be a traffic jam, it feels like, towards the middle. And if there's any type of a missed throw, or maybe the ball's tipped, or just too many bodies in the area, an interception can result.
Trying to shake off the interception, he'll look to throw. And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. J.J. Watt coming right up the gut, gets in there for a loss of 9. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
They've given him some different looks here defensively in the early going. He's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes. With a big 3rd down coming up, he's hoping he's got a play dialed up that can take advantage of whatever the defense throws at him.
And here's another interception, the 3rd of this first quarter. Picked off at the 39. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. And we'll see if that pick 6 looms large as this game continues, because we've seen plays like that alter a lot of playoff contests over the years.
I would agree with that totally. And you often think to yourself, why do they alter it so much? Because after games, don't we hear coaches and players say, well, one play doesn't usually determine the outcome? But I don't think that's really true, do you? Because there's times when we see plays like that, and all of a sudden the momentum jumps to that team side, it deflates the other side, and they never pick it back up. And then things really go from there, don't they?
That's the thing for me. We talk about momentum changes. A play like that is the ultimate momentum change. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They've been a come-from-behind team all year. They'll need to do it again as they trail early in this wild card game. Here's a throw, complete right side to start things out. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Looking to throw. Sullivan. He'll get this into the hands of Van Jefferson. And he takes this down deep on the Cowboys side of the field. A big play there on the catch and run. The Cardinals into the red zone for the first time. This is 1st and goal from about the 8. They'll try and run for it with Henry. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Back to throw. Sullivan. And it'll be intercepted. Able to get there and pick it. And the Cowboys are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line. Well, we heard all week that they were going to put the football in the air a lot. The problem is that is now 4 interceptions, Charles, that he has thrown in this first half. How do you treat a situation? What do you say to your quarterback right now?
Boy, that's an interesting question, because a lot of it depends on the head coach and the people making the decisions. You have to know your quarterback and know if he's mentally tough enough to have a chance to turn it around. Or is he a guy that maybe you've seen enough and it's time to go to the backup? But right now what you're rooting for is your defense to help keep you in the game, to give him an opportunity to get back on track.
And Herbert going to slide to a stop, and he has a 1st down. The last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced the ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down, take off, and go. Don't make something worse than what it was.
And he still has yet to get on track in this first half, as they're going to stop him behind the line. Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. They'll try the air now with Herbert. That's complete out right to the tight end, Trimble. And they can't bring him down. And he gets this down deep inside of Arizona's 15-yard line. A big play here for Dallas. A real field flipper there, as all of a sudden they've got a 1st down in the red zone. Now a handoff. Taylor with it. And he's taken down at the 7 after a gain of 7.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Second down, another run with Taylor. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Jonathan Taylor with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Cowboys continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason as they add on to their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now 21-0. Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? On 1st and 10, Sullivan. And he will go down. A Cowboy sack. Rashawn Gary. He's the culprit, dropping him for a 2-yard loss. Now following the sack, they'll come up here on a 2nd down and 12. From the gun, Sullivan. And he'll get this underneath to Henry. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
And so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about, in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. Well, earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice, safe throw, and a good one.
Out is Rigoberto Sanchez on 4th down to punt this thing. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. It doesn't matter where you start with the football now. They have to feel great about their opportunity.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Steps away to his left. Catch is made by Hardman. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
Let's just call it what it is. This has been a flat-out struggle for this defense all game long. They've really had a hard time slowing them down. And while I'm not big on speeches and guys jumping up and down, they might need their team leader on defense to get in their face right now and light a fire under these guys. They've got to start playing better assignment football and start getting guys on the ground.
And he's able to get it all the way down to the 20. A big play here for Dallas. So a big play as it gets him all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. Herbert operating from the red zone. He rifles one that's intercepted. Teron Johnson able to pick it. And the Cards are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. It's been a very one-sided game so far. They got to change what they're doing right now, don't they? You can't wait till the halftime speech to make an adjustment.
No, you can't, because if you're doing it right, you're adjusting from series to series, and they need a big adjustment here to try and put some points on the board.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Coming up at the half, we remind you that we're going to do what we've done all year. We'll get you down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown on what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin the road to the upcoming Super Bowl. A throw on the quick slant going to be complete. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. So they still get the completion even though the blitz was on. But the blitz got there. Does that stay in the mind of the quarterback the next couple plays?
That's what you're hoping for. That's what you're planning for. It's a little risk reward, right? You're leaving your guys on an island back there in man coverage, but you take the chance that you get to the quarterback, and so he gets completion here. Congratulations. Keep coming at him, and hopefully it pays off by the end of the game that you're starting to get to him while still able to cover on the back end.
They'll look to throw again. They'll let this go for the end zone. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone.
I believe I'm following their logic. Take the big shot downfield, loosen things up. You're hoping to get some points on the board before the half. Maybe now you come back and throw some underneath stuff in order to make sure you get a completion.
Again, he'll drop to throw. He dumps it off for Henry. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense. With the kind of game he's had so far, you had to know that on 3rd down that they would be looking his way, and they did, for big yardage and a 1st down. I think the defense fell asleep at the switch on that one. I would have doubled him, tripled him, anything to keep the ball out of his hands.
He's got Higbee complete right side. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. Now 2nd and 9 from the 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. He's got his man. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. A great play there as the first half is winding down. And the Cardinals are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. PAT up and good by Rosas. And the lead will be cut down to 14. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And with only 9 seconds remaining, well, not much time, we'll see how they play this. He sets to fire deep. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the 2nd quarter. The final shot before the break for Herbert. He's going to go up top again. That's caught inside the 20. And he's going to get this deep onto Arizona's side of the field. So we come upon halftime here in this NFC wildcard matchup as we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. One of these two teams about to play their final half of the season as we're back at it in this NFC wildcard bout. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And they're in the position they expected to be in. They've got the lead, home crowd behind them, and they're looking toward making that next step in these playoffs.
And I think a key for them is to put together some good, long, extended drives. Work the run in a little more with that big offensive line. I'm not saying get away from throwing the football. That's still working. But if they run it more effectively, they may get even bigger plays in the passing game.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. So the completion good for just 3. And that'll make it 3rd down.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. This will be caught. It's Waddle. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. On the ground with a tight end. And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Herbert. On Herbert, his 3rd interception. Picked off by Troy Apke. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the 3rd quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this 3rd quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
Looking deep for Adams. And it is incomplete. Good positioning there downfield to break that one up.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
On 2nd down, it's Henry. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
But this play sequence was really kind of called in reverse. Incomplete pass on 1st and 10. Nice run on 2nd and 10 when probably everyone was expecting them to throw the football. Now, if you're the defense, what are they going to do on 3rd down? You're a little off balance.
From the gun on 3rd down, Sullivan. And that is incomplete.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man. And you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down. Looking to throw. Sullivan. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Cardinals unable to convert there on 4th down. And the Cowboys defense is going to get them the football back. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he's going to get this deep onto Arizona's side of the field. A big play here for Dallas. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. Locates Hardman for another catch. Touchdown, Cowboys! Mecole Hardman, a 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Cowboys are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team. Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Back to throw. Sullivan. Man open. He's got it complete to Cortland Sutton. This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving. On 1st down, Sullivan. And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. They bring the safety on the blitz, and he busts through to drop him for an 8-yard loss. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Operating from the gun, Sullivan. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Trayvon Merritt. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line. And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback? But based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally. And touchdown, Cowboys! Tommy Tremble, 45 yards. And the Cowboys turn that interception into a touchdown. Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll increase their lead to 28. Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window? I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all. Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A 1st down carry for Henry. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. 1 quarter remains in this NFC wild card matchup. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Off play action. Sullivan to the right side and complete to Jefferson. And he's going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 39. From the gun, Sullivan. Middle of the field to Jefferson. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
Back to throw again. And that is incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Got to try. He's back to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Cardinals unable to convert there on fourth down. And the Cowboys defense is going to get them the football back. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Been a very strong performance for them, really, on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs the most recent example, and now, obviously, they're in a great spot here.
Well, if you're over on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging him, giving him a little dap. Been a big, big performance for them. Now you just don't get careless. Take care of the ball on the way out.
From up near the 40 now after the big play to start, here's another 1st and 10. Play action. It's Herbert.
Open man is Waddle, complete.
Touchdown, Cowboys! Jalen Waddle, 61 yards. And the Cowboys add on. Point after, right down the middle. And that will extend this big lead. Following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They are most likely staring at a cold end to their season here in this wild card round. Nothing has gone right so far, and they are, to be frank, in desperation mode now as they begin with a 1st and 10. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
Ball at the 24 and a 2nd and 11.
Now a give coming right is Breida. And he's got some space here. And now off to the races down the right side. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Matt Breida, 76 yards.
And the Cardinals get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit.
Rosas good with the extra point. And that'll cut the lead down a bit to 28.
Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
And you'd have to say they have done what they set out to do in this wild card round. It won't get easier from here, of course, but they'll certainly have some momentum built.
He's got a man complete. And he's going to get this deep onto Arizona's side of the field. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
On first down, it's Herbert. Flushed out right. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at second down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. They'll run here with Taylor. And he will take it in for a Cowboy score. Jonathan Taylor saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And the Cowboys continue to pour it on. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead will swell by 1 more. Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And at this point, maybe you say, it was a good effort really just to make the playoffs. They couldn't win their division, but did earn a wild card berth. It does appear, however, that their season is just a few minutes away from ending in one-and-done fashion. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Breida, he'll try the right side, and he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
And able to find Higbee. It's complete. And he is going to have a Cardinals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Now a play fake here on first down. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. This is caught inside the 15. And he takes this down deep on the Cowboys side of the field. A huge play there for Arizona. Looking to throw. Sullivan eluding the pressure right. But I think the ball's out, and this is going to kick out of bounds. Boy, a fortunate bounce or 2 there. They'll keep possession back inside the 10-yard line. Very fortunate to get another shot. Here's 2nd and goal. Back to throw. Sullivan. J.J. Watt, his 2nd sack of the night.
So once again, they dial up the pressure and get home and get a sack. It brings up a 3rd and long, but it's really not an unmakeable one, especially considering they just gave up back-to-back sacks.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Trayvon Merrick. And the Cowboys come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over. And the Cowboys will advance to the next round as we say thanks for watching and so long, everybody.